Mhm.
And I'd like to welcome you all to our Tuesday 1:30 p.m. session, where we have a brand new guest on today, the Prevention of Blindness Society of Metropolitan Washington. And you'll be hearing from Tara today on the aging eye. I'm going to read our disclaimer before we get started. The WildTech DC Senior iPad program, its owners and presenters offer technical assistance, virtual health, well-being information designed for educational purposes only. You should not rely on the information in any applications or topics made by WildTech, including but not limited to mobile device applications and any social media pages maintained by WildTech, its owners, or presenters as a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, treatment, or legal advice. Thank you so much for letting me read the disclaimer. If you cannot see us or hear us or see the screen, please let us know in the chat. We would appreciate that. I always recommend you have some kind of notes next to you so you can record some information to review for later, but also take advantage of the screenshot feature on your iPad. And last but certainly not least, make sure your cell phones and TVs are silenced to give others, and most importantly, yourselves, the most immersive experience. Again, Tara, if you could introduce yourself and your topic for today, we would really appreciate that. And thank you so much for coming on and presenting to us.
Thank you very much, Alex, for inviting me, and thank you everyone for attending this session. My name is Tara Aziz, and I'm the Senior Coordinator for the Low Vision Programs at the Prevention of Blindness Society of Metropolitan Washington. I will share some slides with you now, just to explain who we are and what we do, and then we'll take some questions. After that, I will be talking about some vision accessibility features on the iPad that I personally use and that might be helpful for others as well. So just give me a moment. I'll turn off my video so it's easier for me to see my slides, if that's okay. Just 1 second. Can you see the slides now?
You're on your iPad, right? Hit share
Yes.
content, and then hit share content, and then hit screen.
Just 1 second. Share content. It's not showing here.
It should be. Is your toolbar at the top or at the bottom?
The toolbar is at the top.
Yeah, so it should be in the middle towards the top right. Again, it should say mute video, then share. Tap on
yes.
share, please.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah. And then hit screen.
Screen, yes.
Yep.
And
then
start broadcast. Yeah.
Okay. Left or right hand side to get back to Zoom.
Okay. So sorry, can you see it now?
Yeah, we can see your screen. So now
Excellent.
you can go to your slides.
Okay.
And you can minimize that window. Thank you. Yep, we can see your screen. Thank you so much.
Okay, so we are called the Prevention of Blindness Society of Metropolitan Washington. Who we are. This organization was established in 1936. So we are just a few years old, and it was established to help people who have low vision to gain and keep their independence while they have their low vision. We have different programs, including children's screening program. We have eyeglass clinic for children, and we go to schools. And our geographic location is DC, Montgomery, Prince George's County, and Northern Virginia, Alexandria, Arlington, and Fairfax. That's where we work. So we have the children's program. We have the eyeglass clinic, where we provide eyeglasses at very discounted prices for people who cannot afford the regular prices of the eyeglasses. And we have the low vision program that I coordinate. So what is low vision and who has low vision? We have 4 questions. If the answer is yes to any of these questions, then you'd better go to your doctor. The first one, do you have a hard time seeing or driving at night if you drive? 2, do you have difficulties reading that you have to bring the book or the newspaper so close to your eyes? 3, do you have difficulties walking downstairs? Like it's really hard to tell the stairs, especially when you go down. 4, have you fallen in the last year? So if the answer is yes, please call your doctor. And you can call us and we can provide you with resources to help you with low vision. So we have 2 resource centers. One is in Bethesda and the other one is in Alexandria. What we do at these, and we also have the hotline or the resource line, people call and they either leave a message or we answer them immediately. For any questions you have related to low vision, we are happy to assist. So when somebody makes an
Tara, do you mind
yes,
reading the number out?
yes, sure.
We may have some folks on the call that may not be able to see that.
Oh, sorry about that. So our
Yes.
resource hotline number is 301-951-4444. 301-951-4444.
Thank you so much.
Of course, Alex. So when somebody makes an appointment and the appointments are free, what do they expect? So we have an intake form. We ask you questions just to have an idea which area you are suffering or having difficulty with when it comes to low vision. So we talk about access, what services are available. We show you technology and what's out there. We also assist with mobile phones or tablets. We only assist with the accessibility features, not with other things related to the tablets or the smartphones. And what we do as well, so what you do, you make the appointment in person or you call the resource hotline if you have a specific question and you don't want to come in. When you come to the center, we show you different kinds of magnifiers. The traditional ones that many of us have seen at drugstores or in bookstores, these are the traditional ones. So and they are called the handheld magnifiers. And the other ones are the video magnifiers or electronic magnifiers. And you have, as you know, you have your magnifier app on your iPads. And this is considered an electronic magnifier. And they magnify more than the handheld ones. So many people who have like let's say severe low vision, they don't benefit from the traditional magnifiers, but they benefit from these electronic ones. What these electronic magnifiers do, you put a book or a newspaper under it, and it magnifies everything for you. And some of them can read it out for you. So it converts text to speech. So it takes a picture of the page and it reads it out for you. And there are other low-tech devices that we show clients. Some of them are the check guides or letter guides, just to make it easier for you to write a check. And they're all plastic. You put it on a check or you put it on a place you want to sign. So it makes it easier for you to know where to sign or where to write. We also have different kinds of talking devices, talking clocks, talking phones, or all these things that might be helpful for you. Again, light is very important. When people start losing vision, the first thing they feel, why is it so dim in here? Why is it getting so dark? And contrast, people use the ability to feel the contrast. So lighting becomes very important. Lighting within the home, task lights or the ambient, like in the room. So what kind of lamp is good for you? What kind of lumen or what kind of light bulb is good for you? So we have several kinds that we show people just for them to try out. And I just want to reiterate, we don't sell anything. We just demo these devices to people, and we tell them who the vendors are in our area or where is the best place to get them. We also talk about resources, for instance, like what resources are available when it comes to transportation, because people who have disabilities and including low vision are entitled to metro access, to other things as well. And they are also entitled to register with the Talking Book program, which is part of the Library of Congress. And so once they get approved, they receive a device, which is a talking book device. Like, I don't know if you can see the picture down there, or they can also download the app to their iPads or their smartphones and listen to thousands of talking books and magazines as well. Same thing. So they can do that. What else do we do? We have support groups, low vision support groups for people who have low vision. They meet either in person or virtually and talk about the challenges they face on a daily basis, and also what to do about them. So it's just, they talk to people who can understand them when they say, I can't see the sign, I can't see anything. People can understand it. So the support groups are very important for people with low vision. We also have the monthly newsletter. In this newsletter, we have a blog. Again, each month we talk about a certain challenge or a certain resource related to low vision. We talk about our monthly events. We have a town hall meeting every month. We have a tech talk every month, and they're all virtual. So we announce our events, and there are other events as well. So in our newsletter, people can get these newsletters either in large print or we can email them an electronic copy. It's all up to that person. And of course, all these resources are free. Low vision rehabilitation. We work very closely with an optometrist who specializes in low vision. He has his own practice, but we work together. So if a patient makes an appointment with this optometrist, they get the low vision eye exam, and also they talk about a rehabilitation plan. What is needed to be done? Maybe a referral to an occupational therapist. Sorry, maybe a referral to one of the rehabilitation services, like for DC, it's the Rehabilitation Service Administration. In Maryland and Virginia are different offices. So they get referred to these places or referred to our office to help them with the devices that are available. So in conclusion, you are welcome to visit our centers in Bethesda or Alexandria. Just give us a call at, again, 301-951-4444. So if any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them now.
Oh, Terry, can you go back to the other slide with the info on it? So you can still answer and folks can look at the information as well.
Okay, if they want to take a picture.
Yeah, a screenshot. Yep, you can take a screenshot. So I highly recommend you all do that so you can record that information down if you need to.
Shall I close the slides? Yeah, sorry.
No.
Yeah.
You can keep it on the slide, and you can still answer questions while you do so. Okay, so just keep it
Okay.
on this slide.
Sure.
I also noticed the email in the middle. I don't. So
Oh, sorry.
yeah.
That's an old one.
Yeah,
I
so
apologize.
folks, can you all ignore that email,
Yes.
please? Can you put your email, I think it's
Yes.
your email in the chat, please, Tara?
If
So
you
please
could do
ignore
that,
that. Okay,
yeah. If you,
it's T
it's
Aziz, right?
yeah, taziz@youreyes.org.
Okay, yes, let me put that in the
Yeah.
chat. So please ignore that email in the chat,
Yeah.
in
Sorry.
the screen. Yes, it's okay.
I didn't notice it. Yeah.
If you email that email, you will not get a response. So Tara's email
Absolutely. Oh,
is in
sorry.
the chat already.
Mhm.
So if you could go back to your slide, Tara.
Oh, to the slide again. Okay. Oh,
Yes.
sorry. Okay. How do I do that?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
It's okay. Thank you so much. And you can again, you can minimize yourself at the bottom right if you want
Yeah.
to. If you all have a question for Tara, again, thank you so much for the information. They have a lot of free and very interesting resources. So I hope we all get
Yeah.
to take advantage, especially some of us that may have low vision or very little or no vision to take advantage of these different services. If you have a question for Tara, again, just about the Prevention of Blindness Society, anything she's covered so far, please raise your hand in Zoom. But certainly also please share it with your friends and family as well, if you
Yeah.
know anyone with low vision. First up is Greer. Hi, Greer. Hope you're well. You had a question or comment for Tara?
Yes, good afternoon, Alex and everyone. And thank you, Tara, for your presentation. I'm quite aware of your organization because I think when I was like 3 years old, my mother
Okay.
took me to your organization. And
Wow.
yeah, they fitted me with glasses. I needed glasses at age 3. So I'm
Yeah.
quite familiar. And then later on, some of the best glasses I've had since my age, about last year, as a matter of fact, I went to your location on Second Street Northeast here in
Oh,
DC, and
yeah.
I was fitted quite well, and I really love those glasses that they fitted me with. And then I
Oh.
had the audacity to be out of town last year on my birthday, and I left them in Florida, and I haven't got my glasses back yet. They were beautiful, purple, one of my favorite colors, and I haven't gotten my glasses back from the hotel yet, but it's my fault. But anyway, I left them at the hotel room. But I was fitted by your organization, and I was very, very pleased. So I'm quite
Oh.
familiar. They do very good services. I just want to pass the word on.
Thank
Yeah,
you. I really appreciate that.
thank you. I appreciate your organization. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Greer. Hi, Tara. Again, I know you stopped sharing your screen. Again, do you mind
Yeah.
having that? Just, sometimes it may take
Okay.
others a little longer just to record that
Of
information down.
course.
So, again, I'll be able to assist with the questions and things of that nature. We just want to make sure everyone can grab that
Definitely.
information.
Definitely. Am I sharing now?
Yes, just go back to
Okay. Yeah.
your slide. Thank you so much. Again,
Okay.
just to for everyone able to see.
Sure.
Next up, again, we have 3 more questions. So thank you so much for your questions, you all. Again, we must move on to the next section. But again, thank you. We'll be sure to adjust these 3. Next up is Ms. Doris. Again, I hope you're well. You have a question or a comment for Tara?
Yeah, good afternoon, Tara, and thanks for the presentation.
Thank
you
you.
mentioned that you have a place in Alexandria in Virginia. Now, I
Yes.
see a DC address. Are you able to go to the DC address?
It's under renovation now for the next few months. Hopefully we'll reopen at the beginning of the year. So
Okay.
it closed actually last month. So it's being renovated. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Sure.
Thank you, Ms. Doris. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you. Next up is Anne. Again, hi, Anne. You have a question or comment for Tara?
I just wanted to say that your organization helped with my great aunt, who is like my grandmother, my other grandmother, and we were looking for a place. She didn't start having problems with her vision until she was 101, which I consider that to be. But you all were very, very kind and gentle with the person. And someone from your organization actually came to the house and helped us get things straight for her to be able, because she was an avid reader too.
Yeah.
And so I just wanted to express my sincere thanks for the way that she was treated, and the
Thank you.
and the professionalism that was used. And I hope that if I need you, that you will always be there.
First,
And
hopefully you will not need us, but if you do, we're always there for you. And thank you so much for your kind words.
And your presentation was wonderful. Do you happen to have a list of eye doctors that you consider to be, as I put it, on the high level list?
We don't, because we work very closely with eye doctors. So we honestly, it's just, we cannot recommend anyone.
No picking and choosing. Okay.
No picking and choosing. Yeah.
But thank you. Your presentation was wonderful and beautiful. And thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anne. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
And don't forget to unmute yourselves as well. But thank you for lowering your hand. Thank you so much.
I did that.
Next up is Mr. Cyprian. Again, thanks so much for coming on. You have a question or a comment for Tara? Again, you got to hit unmute in the middle so that way you can unmute yourself. Hi, Mr. Cyprian. Again, you have a question or a comment for Tara?
Yeah, I have a question. First, I want to thank for the presentation, which is very, very great and very, very helpful. And my question is that I'm having eye problem now, and I'm working with a doctor in Washington Hospital who sent me to another retina office, and I'm having now the injection in the eyes. And my question actually, when I discover you now, if I want to come and see you, do I need a referral from my doctor?
No referrals. You just call us and make the appointment. Because those of us who work there, we all have low vision. We're not doctors. So you don't need any referrals.
Okay, thank you very much.
He would call the hotline number, that 301 number. Is that right, Tara?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Yes. So make sure you take a screenshot and take advantage of that service. And I hope everything works out, Mr. Cyprian.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Most welcome.
No problem, sir. And our last question for now until our accessibility tutorial. Again, don't forget to lower your hand, Mr. Cyprian. Hit lower at the bottom. Thank you so much. Our last question for now is from Yvonne. Again, thanks for coming on. You have a question or a comment for Tara?
Yes, thank you very much, Alex. Yes, Tara. Several years ago, I was put in touch with the program, and I can't remember how I became familiar with it, but it was called Eye Care America. And under this program, I was put in touch with my current ophthalmologist, and I recently had cataract surgery. Do you know about that program or whether it still exists? Because I think for a while, the care under the ophthalmologist to whom you were referred, that care was free of charge. And I was wondering if the program still exists. Eye Care America.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with it. And I don't think it's part of our organization, but I'm not familiar with this program, unfortunately.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alex.
Thank you, Yvonne. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Again, thank you for lowering your hands and muting yourself. Thank you so much, you all. I appreciate that. And next up, Tara, again, the floor is yours.
Okay, so I will minimize this one, and I will have to change my earphones. If you bear with me. Can you hear me well? Oops. Hello, can you hear me? Sorry, Alex, can you hear me? Hello? Alex?
Hey Tara, I think Zoom just went out altogether. I'm not sure what happened.
Oh,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Just let me know.
Yeah,
if
no,
you can.
you're good. It was Zoom. I think that happened to Zoom. Everyone got kicked out for a second. I'm not sure, but yeah, you're good to go. We can see your screen.
Okay, I just wore my other earphones. Can you hear me through that?
Yes. Yeah, we can hear you.
Excellent. Okay. So now I will share my screen.
Yeah, yep, you're sharing your screen right now. We can see again. You can drag that Zoom box to the right to minimize it so you can see the whole screen.
Yeah, it's minimized now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I will just talk about things that I personally use for my iPad. And I will start just to make, I don't know if it's clear, like the text is a bit bigger than normal and these things. It just helps me see better. I will first go from settings. I will scroll down until I reach display and brightness. And I will change it from the light mode to dark mode. Is it clearer now for everyone? Can you see it better?
Oh, I mean, either way, I think it just depends on, people's preferences on how they want it to either be in light or dark mode. But either way, we can see it. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now it's on dark mode. I will go to text size. There is this slider that I am pointing at. You can see it's like 70% for me. You can make it bigger if you have low vision, worse than mine, or you can make it as small as that if you have better vision than mine. So again, with all these, sorry, Alex.
Sorry, I was gonna say again, we can't see when you share your screen. We can't see you moving the slider. I've showed this before as well. So, but yes, yeah. When you share your screen, sometimes we can't see on our end when it changes. So like we can see the dark mode, but if you change the text size, we won't be able to see that. So, but we can see the little yeah. I know, right? I had to learn that myself too. So, but yeah, we see the little circle. That's how you start your finger there and you drag it, whether you want it to be smaller or if you want it to be larger for the text size. So we can't see you change it, but yeah. That's how it works when you share your screen on Zoom.
Thank you for telling me that, Max.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
No problem.
Okay. And with bold text, like again, for me, I want to have it bold so I can see it better. I don't know if I make the bold text off. Can you feel the change or no?
Oh, also, sorry, when you do change the text size when you're on Zoom and sharing your screen, it kind of messes up the screen share. Can you go back to Zoom and stop sharing your screen and share it again? I know yeah, when you change your text size, it kind of affects the share. So go back to Zoom, stop your screen share and restart it. Yes. When you bold it, I think I'll be able to, I think we will be able to see that. I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, screen. Okay.
I know. I wish we could see it, right? But sometimes those features, we can't see it on our ends, like, what for everyone else. But you can see it on your device. So I've had to learn that myself too.
Yeah, I learned something new today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So can you see the screen now?
Yeah. No, you're good to go now. Yeah, left or right hand side. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Okay, so I'll go back to settings. Well, we're done with this part. If it's not working, well, I'll go now to accessibility. And again, I don't know if you have talked before about voiceover, which is
In the past, we
Okay.
have. It's a little
Okay.
difficult to showcase the features because there's so many different gestures that she can do. So
No,
of
I'm not
course,
doing anything with voiceover.
yeah.
I will, yeah. No, voiceover
Yeah.
is for people who really have very little or no vision. It's just a screen reader. You use your fingers, you swipe, you scroll, and it helps many people who cannot see use their iPad or their iPhones normally like any other person.
And you talk about that more with the person at the center, right? You all talk about that more. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Wonderful.
I mean, we talk about all these features when somebody comes to the center, and we help them with their accessibility on their iPads.
That's so amazing. It's those gestures are really hard, even just to remember and to even just showcase. So I really appreciate that.
And I don't know if there is the other. Have you heard of Hadley Institute?
Nope, I haven't.
So hadleyhelps.org. It's an excellent source of information and educational videos on anything to do with accessibility. So they have very short videos on voiceover, on these accessibility features we're talking about, on Windows.
I see. Thank you so much for the resource. I see it right here. Personalized learning opportunities that empower adults with vision loss or blindness. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, so that's very helpful as well. I think I will have the same problem if I talk about Zoom and how to zoom in or out.
Yes, I don't think we'll be able to see that through the Zoom screen share.
Yeah, unfortunately. But so again, I mean, you can maximize the zoom and make it as big as you want, or that it's for full screen, or just like a magnifier. So it's only one square and it only zooms as if you're holding your own personal handheld magnifier. Again, I will not play with it because it will mess it up. I didn't know that this will happen. And the same thing applies to display and text size. So we go to display and text size. You change it the way you see it, whatever works for you. So again, I have bold text, I have larger text. Again, it gives you other options. And I will not touch the slider because I don't want to mess up the screen.
Yeah, the only difference is that larger accessibility sizes button. You see, when you're in regular display and brightness, you don't see that. And when you hit larger text, you can turn on those increased accessibility sizes as well.
Absolutely. And the same thing applies to increase or decrease contrast. Again, for those of us who have very low vision, for us, I cannot tell much difference when this is on or off. But many people would say, wow, what a change. So again, it depends on your site and what you have. Smart invert and classic invert, again, it's like the dark mode. How well can you see? Black on white or white on black? A personal preference and whatever works for you.
Did you turn off and on the contrast? Your screen, it froze again.
Oh no, I did. Okay, let me go back.
It's okay. I know anything with the display, you know, I had to learn that myself. If you mess with anything in the display, it may mess up because it's different and it can't translate it to the Zoom screen share.
Okay, I will not touch anything.
Well, now you know it's
yeah. Can you see the screen now?
Yeah, just tap on the left or right, and then you can go back to settings.
Yeah. And okay. Okay, so I will not touch that. Just want to see what there is. Spoken content, again, I will not do anything, but I have speak selection on what it does, and also speak screen.
Oh,
You have options. You can use 2 fingers and swipe from the top center of your iPad to the middle, and it will read the screen for you. Or you can turn on speech controller, and it will show you a bar for play, forward, backward, and speed. I use this feature a lot when I want to read an article or read something, a long article or a long email. It reads it for me. Why strain my eyes? Let it read it for me. So this is one of the things that I use a lot, which is the speech controller, speak screen, and speak selection. So when it comes to vision, these are the main things that I use. Of course, languages, I'll give you an example. Again, it will not work. If you have an article, half of it is English, the other half is Spanish. And if you have detect languages on, it can detect which language it is. And it will read it in both languages for you, which is really amazing, the way it does it.
it is. Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know
and-
if you go back to spoken content, I didn't I didn't know that you see the very first one, that speak button. I just assumed that speak button appears whether you have that option on, because we talk about selecting and copying and pasting text. So when you do select text, that speak button does come up. So I didn't know that you can turn that option on or off in accessibility. So I also learned something new today as well.
We're learning from one another, all of us. Yeah. Spoken content, and then, I mean, audio description, and it's great now we're having it on our TVs. Like, we have many channels who have audio described features. And if you have a smart TV, many of them have this feature, accessibility feature on. And especially now with the Olympics coming, it's through NBC, and they have many of the games, or even the ceremony, the start ceremony and the last day ceremony, they have audio described, which is great for people who cannot see anything. And the same applies to our iPads. I mean, with my iPad, I watch Netflix, Amazon Prime, and sometimes I just turn audio description on, and it's really nice to describe for me the scene, what's going on in the movie, or just the set, what's going on. So that's another feature. If you have very low vision, it describes to you what's going on. So this is in general about the accessibility features, and it's really unfortunate that I cannot use them to show you exactly what happens, but please, if you have any questions or you're stuck somewhere, Alex is the expert, but if you'd like to visit our center, you're always more than welcome to do that. Shall I stop the screen share?
You can, if you could actually just go back to your presentation with the contact information.
Sure.
Just so, again, folks, if they missed it in the beginning, if you want to learn more about, the accessibility features, and I will say you all probably know more about some of the specific like gestures and things of that nature. So anyone that does, have very low vision or no vision that wants to utilize their services, again, their hotline number is 301-951-4444. And that way you can just be directed to however you need assistance, right? That's just the general hotline number. Is that right?
That's right.
Okay, wonderful. Well, thank you again for showcasing the Prevention and Blindness Society and the resources. Again, I like the different free programs and just how you help out many different people. I really like that. And then I also like, again, these accessibility features. You know, we've mentioned them and talked about them, but I think it's always good just to go over, you know, generally what you can do. And then for if you need more help, to call again the POB for more specific guidance on certain things. So thank you. I appreciate that. Again, if you have a question for Tara about anything that she covered today, please raise your hand. Tara, though, can you, Ms. Doris, I see your message for me. If you directly sent them to her, then she'll have to go to Zoom in order to read those. Do you mind sending them to me, Doris? And I'll be able to address those questions for Tara. I would appreciate that. Or you could raise your hand and share your questions as well, Doris. First up, we have, again, Greer. Again, you had a question or a comment about anything that Tara covered today?
Yes, I do. And I thank you so much again, Tara, for that excellent presentation and such great information. Quite often, I just don't feel like I receive emails or I receive different information, and I just don't feel like reading. My eyes get tired now, more so than ever. And I appreciate Alex may have presented this, but it hits closer to home because we speak the same language with our vision impairment, and so I really do appreciate that, and I'll be using that more. And I was at a Bible study this morning, and one of the ladies was using a big magnifying glass for while she was reading the Bible, and I wish you would give me the names of those. It was a couple of things, the ones with the lights, and then it was another one. Should I, maybe I'll just refer her to your organization, and maybe her children will be able to get it. The one with the little thing that was in the lower left corner, I think. What was the name of that device?
I mean, these are electronic magnifiers, and honestly, with any magnifier, the handheld ones or the electronic ones, unless you try them out and see they are useful for you, don't buy them. Because these electronic magnifiers are not cheap. So you'd better try these things out, see which one helps you, and then buy.
Okay.
And with the electronic magnifier, try the one on your iPad. The app, the magnifier app on your iPad. Try this out and see if this helps you.
No, I wanted to refer.
For your friend as well. So if your friend has an iPhone, or if your friend has an iPhone or an iPad, they can use the magnifier app. And I'm pretty sure, there's also a similar version on Android as well.
Yes, there is.
You can utilize.
Yeah. And if not, please refer her to us, and she's more than welcome to come and try out the different devices.
All right. Well, thank you so much again. I really appreciate that. I got a lot of great information from you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Guru. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you. You too, Alex, and everyone.
Okay, any other questions for Tara? Any other questions? Any other comments for today? I'm glad I was able to answer your question. Ms. Doris, thank you. Thank you for the resource, Tara, about Hadley. I put the website to them in the chat, so that way you can check it out. Any other questions or comments for Tara? Again, make sure you stay on to complete a poll to let us know how you felt about today's session. Make sure you stay on for that. But I don't see we have any other questions for now. But again, thank you so much, Tara, for coming on. Again, a brand new guest. Hopefully we can have you on once again this year, of course. And one thing, if you could highlight one thing for your session today, or just, your best tip or trick for the group, what would you say?
First, shall I press OK? Screen broadcasting?
Yes. Yeah, just hit OK.
I think we're done. Yeah. No, I mean, honestly, it was a privilege for me because I really didn't know that this program existed. And I will refer people to you, Alex, as well, because I mean our iPads. I mean, for me personally, it's an integral part of anything I do. So I think it's a great thing to have this program, and just to show you how to use your iPads. I mean, I really love the idea, to be honest with you. Yeah. And thank you all for having me today.
Oh, no problem, Terry. Thank you so much. So if you have anyone that's interested, again, you would direct them to DACL's hotline number. I just sent that chat to you in the chat as a direct message. So I would refer them to them if any folks are interested, okay?
Oh, the ACL, that's the...
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll take a screenshot. Okay.
Yes. And then, yes, thank you so much for that. And no, yes, our iPads, I mean, we can do anything on them. We can pay bills, play games, have fun, learn new things, read books, watch videos, things of that nature. So I think it's very important, especially if you have those vision challenges, to be able to utilize those features to have a better experience, or the same experience as maybe someone else. But it's good that Apple provides those different features.
That's true. Yeah.
Well,
okay. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.
Let's great evening.
Okay. Yes, let's all say goodbye to Tara, and thank you so much for presenting today, and make sure to stay on to complete a poll. But let's all say thank you so much to Tara and wish her a wonderful day.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Tara. Have a great day.
Good rest of the day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tara. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you for the information.
Much.
Great